Hey guys, thanks for joining me. So today I am just going back to Glen Falls area, and I'm going to have a little fire, probably some lunch, and maybe a marshmallow or two toasted over the fire. It's a wet, kind of cold day, so that sounds perfect to me. Figured I'd bring you along. You can see this is the same fall that I took video of in one of my previous videos. It's definitely not running as rapidly. This is about what it runs all through the season. There's a nice little hole right below the fall down here, and one right here that as soon as I get around to getting my fishing license for this state, I just changed states, so I've got to get a new license. As soon as I do that, I'm going to be checking to see if I can't find some nice brookies out of there. Pretty positive I can, and definitely at the next fall. So just going to be a really relaxed day. Just going to take a few, a few videos, this waterfall and the next one. And there's kind of a neat one even a little up further, so try to get a video of all of them. And gonna make a fire, and like I said, probably have a little bit of lunch. So if you want to hang tight, guys, and stick with me, that'd be awesome. Thanks again for all your support and your views, and just generally being interested in my videos. So thank you guys. You can see the fog in the distance. It's been kind of raining on and off all day, but still a beautiful day to get out. I've got my poncho with me in case it gets too wet. And this area right here, where all these sticks are, is where the overflow was after the thaw, after all the ice melted. So it's kind of neat to see, no water running there anymore, to see the different changes of the season. So I'm coming up to the main fall here. For those of you who wonder if I'm afraid to walk in the water, that I am not. It's usually part of every day of my outdoor adventures is crossing a stream or something. And for those of you curious, the boots that I'm wearing are LL Bean, and they're actually insulated inside. I can't show you, but with green felt insulation. There's a little robin up in this tree here. She's very well hidden, but she's on not this branch here, but the one right up. She's right there. Just sitting there. Hi, beautiful. Hi. I was hoping she would fly away so you could see her, but she just is quite content there. So anyway, they're leather boots, obviously. They're insulated. I have walked through lakes, through rivers, pretty much anything deep enough that's not going to go over, and my feet do not get wet. I have used some coconut oil to rub on them, and it seems to work great. When my boot goes in the water, I have to sort of force it down because it wants to float, so that's a good sign. But yeah, you can't be afraid to walk in the water a little bit. Get the right footing and it's no problem. Most of the times when I'm trying to get a good photo, I've got to walk in the water to get the right angle. If I was to walk the trail, which is right up here, and way up there, it would be a very steep banking to get down if I wanted to take a video or photograph the waterfall from there. So, a little water walking won't hurt anyone. So this is one of the pools that I want to try fishing out of this year. I've kind of been scoping territory out, and I'm pretty positive I could snag at least 2, probably 3 natives out of here. Beautiful pool, and it's very deep. So what I'm going to do now is there's a trail up here. I'm going to follow that trail up, and I'm going to end up on the other side of the river. And that's where I will find a spot to have my lunch. Thanks for staying with me so far, guys. Really makes my day to see my subscribers commenting and enjoying my videos. Sorry if I'm sort of yelling. I'm trying to talk over the river sound. But absolutely gorgeous spot. You really have to learn how to walk like a billy goat up these little side bankings. My walking poles help me a lot. I used to have just walking sticks, but I'm telling you, these things are great. They have little spikes in them, kind of helps dig into the ground. And also they have somewhat of a shock absorber in them. So I'm going to mosey my way up and get to my spot. The very top of the waterfall here. And then a few more cascade waterfalls here. Absolutely gorgeous. See if we can get the rest of them here. Oh yeah. So it's quite the beautiful fall. Up there at the top is just about the last really nice fall. But there are several smaller ones as you go up the river. This fall right here is just a 30-foot drop. Not too bad. All right, back to the trail. So, that's the spot down there that I'm going to have my fire. But while I'm up here, I'm going to gather some tinder material. I'm going to grab some birch and probably some hemlock for little twigs, since there's quite a bit of that around here. And just have a small fire, enough to cook myself some lunch. and just enjoy this beautiful day. Hang tight, guys. Alright, so I'm ready to go. I'm going to light my fire and work on some lunch. So I've got a lot of wet wood. For those of you who don't know, it's been raining quite a bit around, so everything is wet. It's just going to make a lot of smoke and take a bit to get going really well, but by the looks of it, I gathered enough dry material so that it'll catch pretty well. Here's some really, really wet material I'm going to put on the top here. Okay, I'm going to let that go for a little while until it burns down to some coals, and then I'm going to make my lunch. Pretty darn good view for lunch, I have to say. Sun's still shining through on me. I love it. Alright, let's get to lunch. So, I'm just going to take this piece of birch that I found, and I'm going to cut that bark off of it here and use it as a skewer for my lunch. Be right back, guys. Alright, looking good. And I can't really wait for this to die down to coals because, darn it, I'm hungry, so I'm going to get lunch ready. Today, something really, really simple. No big surprise for anybody who's been camping. A hot dog. So I'm just going to push this on. Alright. Roast away, baby. Okay guys, so that's about it for my video. I'm just going to sit here by the river, enjoy my lunch. It's heating itself nicely right now by the fire. What a beautiful day. So I'm signing off for now. Thanks again for joining me.